Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes podcast. I'm Bert Lepore. He's Sammy of Monte Carlo. We're hanging here with Angry Mike D, and we talk about music, movies, and so much more.
All right, we're back. Another episode, Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes, episode 81. Today we're going to talk the upcoming M3 Rock Fest in Maryland. And now we have a special guest, the Sleaze Master, Desi Adams, our Sleaze Rock specialist.
I'll give you that. All right. How we doing?
Master of Sleaze.
Master of Sleaze, yeah.
Sleazy D.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, man.
And he's been to M3. I try to go every year. I think actually I didn't go last year.
Nope.
But yeah, I think it started 2000. I can't remember, it was 2008 or 2009. I think I might have missed 2 or 3.
Well, it's the 13th year, right? I think it's the 13th year or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2009 that would be, right?
Yep.
Was the first one, yeah. the first one, it was just one day. And then the year after, they expanded it to Friday and Saturday.
Right.
And
So,
just the past 2-3 years, they expanded to 3 days, which I'm not really that big of a fan of. I kind of like the 2-day deal, the Friday, Saturday, but
yeah, and go home Sunday, you know?
yeah, Sunday, go home and rest and
Is Sunday a short day or is it a full day?
Yeah,
Full
it's
day,
a full
wow.
day. Yeah, but it ends earlier than the other days. It ends an hour earlier.
Gotcha.
But yeah, 9:45 is when the last band ends.
I seen some of the ticket prices, and I mean, was that like for like the lawn? It was like $75. Is that a day or is that for the whole weekend? It's a
That's
day.
for the whole thing.
Really?
That's
That's pretty
It's
damn
cheap.
cheap. Yeah, it's cheap.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah. And a lot of people actually like to hang out on the lawn.
Yeah,
So
everybody's
it's-
floating around.
Right
Yeah,
here.
so it's not like being in Camden, the whatever it's called now.
Yeah, 900 different names.
Dude, my ass needs a seat. I ain't sitting on no fucking lawn.
Bring a lawn chair.
People usually stand up. I mean, really, it's more of a.
Get together.
I mean,
more than
it's
anything, right?
definitely like a concert festival thing, but it is like a lot of more of a hang too.
I'll buy one of those fucking rollators and I'll be sitting on one of them. Those old people push arounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate the seats. I like to mingle around the lawn, just walk around. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not stuck. Dude, any of them
Yeah.
seats. No matter what
Last year I had the best move is I bought a seat. And I'm like, well, what if it rains? I'm going to want a seat. Or if it's somebody I really want to watch, I'll go down there and watch it. But otherwise, I'm walking around the lawn. And it panned out because last year, 2 years ago? Sunday, it just poured all
That's
day
right.
long.
That was
Speaking of that.
2 years ago, I think.
That's not a bad deal though.
Yeah.
If you buy a seat
Ah.
and you still could go on the lawn or whatever, then you got the best of both worlds. Yeah.
Yeah, since I've been going with Donna, we always get the seats, but
Yeah,
before that,
really?
I would always get the lawn seats. Yeah.
Well,
or lawn.
The thing is, like, when I go to a concert, it's like once I fucking got the box seats, it's hard to go back because you're comfortable, you're relaxed. Them other seats are like this. You know what I mean? I'm too big for them little stuff like this. I'm squashed the whole
I
fucking
picture
time.
just like the lawns, man. It's like
You're breaking up.
you got all those like Grateful Dead and fucking fish people out there,
Well, the lawn-
to take the lawn seats.
not there, you don't.
The Grateful
Not so
Dead and fish fans.
Not on
Wow.
on this
Not on
this
M3.
one, dude. Not this one. It's
No
it's
petroleum.
actually like there's actually like a lot of young like kids in their 20s that dress up like it'll be a Poison video.
That's
From, like,
crazy.
88.
There's like a whole big resurgence now with that.
Yeah.
There really is.
Yeah, and a lot of them hang out on the lawn. It's like their hangout spot.
Yeah.
But it's an older amphitheater. It goes back from like the 60s, like Jimi Hendrix and the Who and all those bands played.
Is it the same spot every year?
Same spot every year? So it's pretty cool. Like there's like a wooded area, like like woods and in the all the way in the back. And there's places if you want to escape from all that, you can. If you just want to eat, get something to eat, like in the quiet, you could go all the way in the back. And
Let me go
years
escape
ago-
into the woods, get mauled by a bear. Well, he smells
not
my
quite, but
fresh chicken fingers.
it's basically out of like way out of the area. If you just want to, I mean, it's all weekend thing. Sometimes you just want to get the hell away for a little bit.
You get tired.
Yep.
So and I guess hotel's not far away from there. Everything close by.
Hotels are like a 10-minute drive.
10-minute shuttle.
Uber. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Uber.
Yeah, I never went. I might go next year, but I never went. I should have went this year, and I just didn't really think about it till later because I don't have Heaven's Edge on the plane. So I should have went this year, but it came really fast. Like I didn't notice it.
Yeah, just like the cruise. I mean, for me personally, I've seen all these bands like so many times over the years. So it's not like, oh my God, I got to go see Kix for the 25th.
It's more about the people.
Yeah. It's more just about, the hang, the atmosphere, the bands too, obviously, but it's almost like a secondary thing.
That's why that's what I said. I like walking around the lawn and just mingling with the people and listening to the bands that I love. And,
you got the music in the
hopefully
background.
we'll have more than one original member in the band.
Yeah. I mean, and then there's always like a couple bands that never tour, so like you get to see Vane and Heaven's Edge, like, but then you have like the Skid Row and the Teslas and the Kix and Tom Kiefer, who always tour, so.
I think they got a good lineup, man. I browsed over it. It's pretty stacked.
Yeah, it's a good lineup. It's a real good lineup. Matter of fact, okay, so I'm gonna start off with the lineup here. First band I see, Counts 77. I never heard them. Anybody hear them?
Yeah, okay, it's the show Counting Cars.
That's him. I thought that was him.
That's him. The Count. He's on
Sesame Street.
Right. He,
Kind of looks like
Danny Coker, his name is. He started out on Pawn Stars.
Oh, okay.
He was the guy. Oh, yeah, I got this old hot rod I want to sell. Okay, let me call up my buddy. They call him up.
Oh, okay.
I used to watch that. I'm trying to remember this guy now.
Yeah, it's the guy that would all the car stuff and all. Yeah.
Yeah, he would usually like fix up the cars for the guy and soup him up. He builds hot rods. So they eventually gave him, I guess that's on History Channel. They gave him his own show called Counting Cars. So basically people bring their 1975 whatever, and he fixes it up, soups it up and builds a hot rod out of it or whatever,
Right.
And the show's been on for quite a while, but he has his own band, rock band.
Okay, yeah, I gotta check them out. I haven't heard them yet.
Everybody's got a rock
too, doesn't he, in Vegas?
Yeah. He's got a club in Vegas called
We were there, weren't we?
Vamped. Yeah, we were there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a cool spot. Actually, it's probably one of the best rock clubs I've ever been to. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
So the next band on the list, Burning Witches, which I've heard them before. They're not bad. They're pretty good. Easy on the eyes.
that's
Girl
my
band, I think, right?
what should we call it? That Cobra Spell band that I've been pushing. That's her old band.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
honestly,
I know that band.
Anubris or whatever. I can't even pronounce her name, I don't think.
Yeah, but they're
Where are they
pretty
from?
good.
Europe?
Right?
Netherlands. Wait. Well, she's from the Netherlands, so I assume somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Then
There's
again, I don't know. She was in the band Crypta in South America too, so she's kind of remote, I guess. She goes everywhere.
yeah. So
But,
yeah, I got like one of their records. I think they got one or two out, and not what I expected. Like I was like, it's pretty friggin' heavy. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would be interested in seeing them. They're pretty interesting. Have anybody seen Burning Witches before or no?
No, I think they're a fairly new band.
just on YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah, the video I seen one video was pretty damn cool. It was really cool.
I only saw it because I found Cobra Spell and it comes up in the YouTube feeds. Like her
Is that
old
an
stuff.
all-female band? Cobra Spell? I know.
It was an all-female string section with a male singer and then a male drummer. But apparently their singer has other ties to other bands and stuff, so he doesn't have the time. So now all of a sudden they have a female singer. So we're getting an all female band. There's the only male is the drummer now.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of bigger, especially in different countries, female fronted bands or all female bands, like the Butcher Babies. Like I've seen a ton of pictures of them. They're all dressed kind of like not what you expect, you know.
There was a Crucified Barber that toured over here with Crash Diet. They're retired now, but yeah, they toured a little bit in the States with that brief tour with Crash Diet.
Okay, is Crash Diet another European band?
Yeah, they're from Sweden.
Okay,
all the Crucified Barber was as well.
All these bands are coming from over.
Gotta get into the Crash Diet. They're only on their 6th album. Just came out.
Yeah.
Called Automaton.
Wow.
I like it.
Just go figure, America has to go out of
the country to find stuff.
Other countries to get metal now and rock music.
Yeah.
We don't produce it here.
They were like the first sleaze rock band to start this whole overseas sleaze revolution, if you will.
Were they before Hardcore Superstar? Or?
They
both
Hardcore Superstar actually wasn't exactly sleaze when they came out. They were a little like their real early albums. They're not as
almost like alternative.
Much of a sleaze band, yeah.
Yeah,
that was like 2000, 99, 2000.
Yeah, they've been around a while.
Crash Diet technically started in like 2000, 2001, back when Tobias Forge was in the band from Ghost.
Really? I didn't even know he was from Crash Diet. I didn't even know that.
He was a guitar player.
His name was like Mary Gore back then.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he was the original guitar player.
No shit.
And then that kind of fell apart, and Dave Leppard started up. Got it basically the lineup that they have today. About 2005, they were like the first sleaze band to get signed to like a major record label, and God knows since probably I don't know what 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
since probably like maybe 10 years. 10 years since like maybe 95 or 93 or something like that.
And this next band I have,
I'm a little naive. What's said? Break down sleaze now compared to like hair metal.
It's basically like the new term for it. I guess it's clumps it all into one. Basically, the resurgence of Motley Crue type,
like Guns
N' Roses, like it all mixed.
The dirtier,
I guess,
yeah.
It was kind of a little punkier. Added some punk into it.
Yeah.
So basically, take all the genres.
That's what I'm picturing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they started out like they were wearing
like Bon Jovi type stuff. It's like
more like first album Motley Crue kind of. But
yeah.
Shout at the devil.
I mean, if you look any of them up in their early stuff, they're all wearing like torn ass freaking leggings and the whole thing.
Yeah,
the whole sleazy harlot look.
Gotcha.
They've obviously got all. This was 2005, so now here we are, 17 years later or so. So now they've grown up a little bit, but they're still pretty sleaze rock. Yeah. I mean, Hardcore Superstar. You listen to them, and that's. I'd say that's still a little sleaze rock, I guess.
Yeah, they get a little heavier at times.
Right.
There's that little touch of Metallica thrown in every once in a while, with their stuff. All right, moving on to this next band, which I would have loved to seen. I didn't know they were coming to the M3 this year, but Vane. So, Dame, I know you've seen Vane before, right?
Yeah, actually, the first time I saw them was at M3, and that was like 2015 or something. 14 or 15.
When did they play that little blue stage, that little Red Bull stage? That's when I saw them the first time. That was the first time they. Yeah, that was the first time they played. Yeah, remember we met them and everything. Couldn't have been 15. It had to have been.
No, it was later then. Maybe 17.
Yeah, it had to have been 17 or something.
Yeah,
because we moved back from LA in 2016, and I would.
It was 17. Yeah,
17. It must have been.
Yeah.
How's his voice live?
Great, man.
Sounds the same.
Yeah, and he's a great front man, and he tells good stories. Like keeps you entertained. Like he's kind of funny in between the songs and shit. Like doesn't take himself too seriously.
When are they playing? They're not playing Friday, right? This is just a list of
Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, good.
I think they're like the second band on Saturday.
So that's Heaven's Edge, actually. I think aren't they?
They're right before Heaven's Edge.
Oh, okay. So because it opens with Lillian Axe, I think.
Yeah, then Vane, then Heaven's Edge.
Okay. I'm a little perturbed about the weather for this event. So even my buddy Juice is like, "What do you want to do, man? It's gonna be like 50 degrees and rain." Like, I guess
Bring
we'll
a
just
jacket
go.
and umbrella.
Yeah, a hoodie. Bring a hoodie.
I mean, but that's the thing with the weather's crap. It kills my whole mood to go down there because I like to mingle. I don't like to sit in one seat the whole time. It's boring to me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've seen these bands all a bunch of
Yeah.
times. I can do that on YouTube at this point.
Yeah, the last year we went, it rained. That one day, I think Sunday, it was raining.
Yeah, that was terrible. I was freezing in there, jacket, freaking damp. It's just,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
So it's all outside. Everything's outside.
Well, it's
no,
an amphitheater, just like Camden.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got the
whatever it's
half,
called,
and then you
waterfront.
got then you have the
Yeah.
okay.
The lawn area, it's uncovered. It's open.
Yeah.
There's nothing to stop the wind from whipping through. The sides are more open than Camden, I think.
How bad's the
Yeah,
sound?
yeah.
Usually stuff like that, the sound's a little rough.
Sound is pretty good there.
Inside's usually okay, but sometimes
Except when Dockin played, I think the sound sucked then.
Yeah, I think it always it always sucks purposely.
We got Vince Neil and then we got Dockin. Or which order was that? That was pretty bad.
Oh,
You can't get worse.
Yeah.
Than that.
You know what?
Fun.
I've never been to an outdoor concert.
really?
Wow.
Wow.
Never been to an outdoor concert.
It's
Well,
fun.
The sound is different.
It's fun. The sound's different though. Like
Yeah.
I can't stand, like even I mean, I had a box seat for the gun show when they were here at the link. Well, yeah, Damien played that one. That's right. There was that one. So the fucking drums were driving me berserk because you hear the fucking bang. It goes all the way back there, then it comes back. It was driving me. I don't know how you play.
Like an echo, yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. I mean, at
it sounds
this
fucking
place,
crazy.
yeah, at this place, you won't hear that because it's an amphitheater. It's like,
Not so-
shaped
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like
It's not
that.
gonna
Like a
bang off
stadium.
It goes
Yeah,
straight out.
stadium's going to bounce back.
But even in Camden, like in Camden, if I'm sitting inside and I got a decent seat, it sounds good. If I'm sitting further back or right where it goes off, it sounds like crap. You know, you only hear like maybe the kick drum or something. It's fucking weird.
now this is like I said, it's a classic venue. It's got a lot of history, and actually, it's a good sounding venue. But I think, one of those classic rock bands even did a live album there.
Okay.
I forget exactly who, but it's it's got it's known for like good sound, decent sound.
No, you're
And they just redid it, like they renovated.
Yeah, they had to.
Yeah, I mean it's actually pretty nice.
And they
Pretty nice.
collapsed
looking.
the one
There's
there.
actually backstage. They have a pool back there and everything.
Yeah,
for-
all of us aren't so privileged to be back there, Dame.
Well, you just walk back like you own the place.
You got to
That's
say you're
all.
Jizzy Pearl, right? Yo, my Jizzy Pearl. You got to
Yeah.
tell him.
Dude, I saw a
Jizzy
picture,
Pearl, yeah.
of Jizzy Pearl the other day, and I could have sworn it was Damien. I'm like, oh my god. I've seen a million other pictures, and I look at it. I'm like, why do they think he looks like Jizzy Pearl? Like maybe this picture, I was like, wow.
Yeah, it
I wish
depends
I
on
I'll never be able to find it again, but it looked exactly like Damien.
it depends on how frizzy my hair is going to be, and this
And
weekend
sunglasses.
it's
And
it's
the
how
going to be
drunk-
Jizzy Pearled out this weekend.
And how drunk everybody at the hotel is.
What's
that?
How drunk everybody at the hotel is.
Yeah. Then afterwards, everybody goes at the hotel.
I'm
which
just
is, like,
going
right
for
across the
Saturday,
street.
unfortunately. So
It's a pretty much a big get together with bands in
Yeah,
the
it's a lot of
background.
fun.
Pretty much. Yeah. I'm going to go next year. I'm done, especially if you're going to go. I'm going to go next year. Yeah, the outdoor stuff for me, it's the surroundings are always cool. It's always neat to see a band play outside. Sound wise, it depends, I guess, on the place. But yeah. So, Dave, you're an equipment guy. So, when they do them festivals like that, are they doing like a lot of rented equipment? So there's not so much turnaround and all that bullshit.
Yeah, because I would say, just looking at this list, the band list, I would say that 90% of those bands are probably not on tour.
Right.
So they're not gonna fly in, an entire drum set and amps and stuff. So they rent all they rent all this stuff. And most of these bands, that's all they're doing these days anywhere, or weekend
It's
flying.
easier.
gigs.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
easier.
they'll fly in Friday morning. They'll play Friday night.
They'll bring their
Saturday.
guitars probably. And
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
really it. Maybe
and,
they're
and everything is on the rider, on the contract. What they need, and and the venue will reach out to a backline company and
right.
supply everything. Like some of the bands, they'll reuse the same drum sets and everything.
Mhm.
And what's cool about this is they used to have 2 stages. Now they just have 1 stage, but it rotates.
Oh,
while
wow.
one band is on, right behind it, they're already set up. So as soon as that one band is done, the stage rotates and the second band comes right on.
That's a fantastic situation. you
That's
got going on.
great.
And
Yeah,
I
you-
kind of like 2 stages though, but
I like the 2 stages too, personally.
The
Like,
only
there was
thing
an
with the 2
overlap and
Yeah, but the only thing with the 2 stages is if somebody is playing at the same time and you want to catch both of them. That's the only
And
thing.
that
about those
happens.
things.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with the spinning stage is great. Is one band's on, they're setting up the other one probably. So
I forget.
Like,
Yeah, I
sweet.
forget who it was a few years ago. The one band wasn't even done, so they cut them while they're still playing the stages. I forget who that was.
they got the gong.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So how about they were on the Jericho cruise last year, and for some reason I missed them. Lillian X. Anybody remember
Lillian
those
Axe
guys?
was on that?
Yes.
Damien and I were just talking about him today. That he said he never really got into him back in
Yeah.
the day. And
They're,
I
they're
never did.
Canadian. They're Canadian,
I
right?
don't
Are they
know why.
Canadian?
Was that the man behind the mask? Something like that.
No.
What was their song?
Lillian X. I don't know what their big song. They had one song that was kind of
Oh,
moving.
I know the
along.
name.
You know the name. They've been around forever.
Yeah. The album cover had like it was like a grandmom with an axe.
that was on their most famous one.
Yeah.
I think so.
Did they change that one or something?
I don't
They,
know.
they did the bad cover, the bad finger cover. No matter what
everybody
you
does?
do.
I actually just had to look that up. when you
Yeah,
said
that
it.
one.
And I'm
Yeah,
like, eh.
no matter what you do. I think that was sort of like their hit.
Yeah, no matter what you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one Def Leppard covered.
I think they had one called True Believer. Maybe that was like their hit. I think. That's all I really know. I don't really know too much.
I know
about
the name and the album covers more than them.
it. Yeah.
They got what? Dream of a Lifetime, I think, is one of theirs.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Trying to think what videos I posted today, Damien. I forgot.
Oh, I don't even know. You post a million things a day.
Yeah,
I can't keep
I
up.
turned you off weeks ago. Months ago. Yeah, I can't think of it.
How about now I remember loving this song from this band. I had the album, I think it was like a white cover, black and white too. Leather Wolf. I kind of
Yeah, they're
remember
playing what Sunday?
Didn't they have like 3 guitarists or something like that? Was that band? Or was that
there's
someone
6
told me
guys in
that.
the band, so probably.
Oh wow.
I think they have 3 guitarists.
Wow.
Just, obviously.
Yeah, I think they're trying to mix it up and get some new old bands. And like Leather Wolf, I don't think has ever played M3.
Yeah.
What was
And
that
I
big
don't-
song they had?
The Triple Axe Attack, their nickname.
Hideaway or something like that. What was their big song? You run away. Ba, 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 ba. It was
I'm
it was
looking
pretty
here.
big.
Hideaway.
Hideaway. It was Hideaway. Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long, long time. So
Yeah, no.
I mean, this band who plays, this is what the second time in the last maybe 6 years, Heaven's Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So-
play like they're good for like every other year.
Yeah, yeah. So that's pretty cool. Them guys only play once in a blue moon. So
Yeah.
I'm
Good buddy, Jaron playing with them this year, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Jaron's
Yeah,
playing.
that's me and Jaron used to go to M3 every year. And now he's playing M3. So that
Great.
was always like our dream. I remember we were always trying to get on M3. And then I remember I got the number to call somebody that I wasn't supposed to call this person. I think I kind of blew that opportunity. That was like 2017, I think.
You're forgiven by now, I think. Yeah, Heaven's Edge is always good, man. I probably only seen them a handful of times, because I seen them back in the day. I guess when they were just getting ready to, they were huge around where we were, but they were just getting ready to break. They just right before they got their deal, But yeah, they always been good. The club days, we played the TLA with them. That was great. And good guys.
And I think
You
that
like those
area,
guys.
oh yeah, they're great. And I think that area, Maryland, is almost like their second kind of home too.
Yeah.
With Hammer Jacks being down there, you used to play that place. It's like a legendary club.
So Dave Rath, he's the president of some company now too, right? What record company is it?
Roadrunner, I think.
No, I think he's out of Roadrunner. I think he went somewhere else.
Right, he's somewhere else.
He's
Yeah,
somewhere
I
else
don't know
now.
where though.
But yeah, he got that nickel back. That was big.
Yeah.
That was a big move. Who would have thought Roadrunner? Nickelback, right?
Yeah, right.
Who would have thought?
They're
Sold a
on
lot of
Roadrunner.
records.
They were. I don't know if they still are. They might have got picked up by someone bigger, but
Nobody admits to it.
What did they listen to Nickelback? Somebody's listening.
I mean, they sold so many records, but
I know
nobody
nobody.
admits to it.
Right.
I got 2 of the records. I'm not gonna lie, I got 2 of the records.
Like purchased or like,
I actually bought.
little discount.
No, I bought. I
Wow.
actually bought them. Yeah, I mean,
The
what else
first
songs on the
Nickelback
song?
fan right here.
I wouldn't
like
go
that
that
first
far, but
I think I ripped their first record off of like
Napster.
Huzzah or Napster or something like that. I like that. Leader of Men or whatever like that.
yeah,
Whatever. They got some catchy tunes.
LimeWire.
yeah. LimeWire.
LimeWire.
Wow. I think we all used LimeWire at one time.
Kazaa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but-
all that.
LimeWire was the problem with LimeWire was whatever you downloaded wasn't even the same damn song. It was always something.
You were
else.
getting rickrolled.
Oh, totally
Yeah,
getting
right.
rickrolled, Mike. Totally. Or like you said, said a couple episodes, Dame. Bon Jovi doing so an acoustic. Meanwhile, it's like Hootie and the Blowfish doing it or something.
Right,
like,
yeah.
like that.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because the one I always remember singing was Bon Jovi, "Cats in the Cradle." So I would download it. I was like, that's cool. I'd like to, hear them do that cover. And it was the Ugly Kid Joe
Joe
song.
Yeah. Dude, I always get duped with people doing because I'm a huge Typo Negative fan. And I remember there was a version of I guess Baby One More Time, whatever the fuck the song called. And I was like, wow, Typo Negatives do, because it's not that they wouldn't do it, because they're crazy. So I don't know who did it, but I still got that saved. It's still saved as Typo Negative, even though I know it's not Typo Negative.
Yeah.
But he does the voice.
Yeah.
He does the whole fucking thing.
It was good though because I downloaded like a lot of Zap stuff from there at one point, like live stuff. I don't even know where the hell a lot of it was from, like what album. And it's like, damn, now it's like lost. Like it's hard to find that stuff. He's got so many live albums out.
Oh yeah, he's got a
But-
ton, dude.
Yeah, I think when I lost my computer, man, I lost a lot of stuff. I got to see if Donnie has still.
He might have some stuff. But yeah, there's a ton of Zappa stuff out there. There's so much live shit floating out now that.
Well, all
Ours-
those Beatle covers they did.
Oh yeah, he did like Zeppelin stuff, Beatles stuff, and he would
Yeah.
do like some silly version of something too. But then have an amazing part.
You
In
can even download this stuff from anymore.
YouTube's the only thing I can think of if you can
You,
find it on
could
there.
kind of
Yeah.
download it, yeah.
Like
I
that
downloaded
kinda
stuff on
just fell
YouTube.
off the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was Pirate Bay was the
Oh yeah, I remember
Yes.
that.
Are
Yes.
they? I haven't checked that site in years.
I
Are
thought they
still
shut
around?
it down.
That was from
yeah, it's
Sweden,
still
right?
it's still up, but I don't think it has been updated in years. But there
I
was
mean,
all those torrents.
With all the streaming services, you really don't need it.
Yeah, you don't
Exactly.
need-
Yeah.
right.
15
guess
bucks,
that's- I guess
15
that's-
bucks a month. You have anything you want.
That's
Right.
insanity.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I know.
I pay $150 for Comcast and I can't find a damn thing on demand. to watch.
yeah.
I would
Yep.
gladly flip flop those around and have it be more worth it for the bands to be on there. But
Fucking
Right.
crazy. But
That's what I do. I'm on the. I watch like stuff on the internet. I don't watch cable anymore. It's like Netflix or
Yeah.
YouTube, whatever. But
dude, YouTube
cable in
that's
my
all you
house
need.
is almost non-existent.
Yep.
We got
If it
rid of
wasn't,
cable.
if it wasn't for some live sports stuff, I probably, and I don't even watch that
exactly.
all the time. But I probably wouldn't even need it. YouTube, I'm on YouTube all the time. Like that seems like
we
that's
just
the-
got YouTube TV. We
I got
canceled Comcast.
I love
you have
YouTube,
YouTube?
TV. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it. That means
What do
hey,
you-
Dave, you can start watching the wrestling now.
I started it last week.
My man.
Yeah.
Good.
the problem is I cut the cable and then you still got to get the goddamn internet. So
You gotta get
I got
router,
the
yeah.
I got
like,
the
okay,
I
you
got
build
internet.
150 without the cable. It's 120. Oh, good.
I got that through Verizon, $25 a month.
That's it.
Wow. You got to watch that deal. That deal will run out, and then they're going to whack you.
No,
No?
it's not. It's I could cancel tomorrow. No, there's no contract or nothing because
Oh.
of my plan that I have with Verizon. I
Ah,
could get
okay.
that. Yeah, it's right behind me. I've been using it for the past week. It's great.
I think
No
between
issues at all.
between the YouTube TV, which I have, and which is funny because everybody thinks it's YouTube. It's not YouTube. It's YouTube TV. It's different. But so the YouTube TV, which I might pay $80 for, or something like that, and then with the internet or the whatever the fuck router and all that bullshit, that's probably like another 60 maybe. So I'm just saving in the long run compared to like everybody else's cable bill's $200, or more.
Yeah, it's
But then,
ridiculous.
then you get all these streaming sites, and
You got to buy this one and this one.
this one, this one, this. See,
It adds up.
I didn't think YouTube TV was that much. Like before the YouTube TV, you got your, Damien pays $25. Then you get, all your different channels. You might be at $100, like
Yeah.
you don't watch that much, but I need
Yeah.
some live TV. And sometimes I can't stand it. It's like
YouTube TV's all live.
Yeah, YouTube TV.
no, that's what I mean. That's
Yeah.
what I need. I need that in my life. That's why I still have cables. I need
Right.
to just be able to turn the damn thing
Yeah.
on. If I don't have that, I'll need to put a TV show on, and I'll have to pick something from Netflix or something. I'll be there
Right.
for 25
Yeah, you
minutes.
can't
And
do
I'll
that.
just throw the remote
Mhm.
out.
I mean,
I'm like, I
the-
just wanted something in the background.
The only
I didn't-
bad thing with YouTube TV is if your internet gets wacky or goes down for a little bit, you're kind of screwed. But it's like everything now, though.
Well, the problem I'm having, and I stumped everybody at Google. I talked to like 3 or 4 people. Is I can't add Donna as a family member,
Why
so
not?
she could use it. I keep on getting these error messages.
Dude,
spoke
I
to
got
everybody.
my sister-in-law's got it, and she can watch it wherever she's at.
Yeah, so I'm gonna call them again tomorrow
Yeah, something's wrong.
because I given them almost a week to figure it out.
Well, do you got it where you could just add, like, you have Netflix, you could add the extra.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
every
they're
time I try to
cracking
do
down on
that.
soon too, I think.
Yeah.
Well, they give you up to 6 people
Yeah.
to add, so I can't even add one person. I'm keeping
Yeah.
getting this error message. So,
Yeah.
but other than that, it's great.
Mike, what was the Netflix thing? You could have like what, 3 or 4 people?
Yeah, but that's not the deal. Is 3 per house? It's household people.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, so people like
Yeah,
Like,
so when like people are
Bill's
sharing,
Bill's
miles away,
parents
it's kind
use
of
hers
frowned
in
upon.
Sweden.
Yeah, we do that too. Only like 2 or 3. You can only do 2 at a time.
Yeah.
2 people could be on the account. at a
Now
time.
for the
They're going to
YouTube,
crack down on that.
oh, I'm sure they will. The YouTube TV thing, like I know that if I'm watching something and Michelle's watching something different and my sister-in-law's watching something different, we won't get kicked off at all. And she'll watch it like in Jersey or whatever, dude. You
yeah,
could
because you're allowed
actually,
6 users.
another thing I found out on YouTube TV, if you log in with a different area code, you like if you're in New York, you'll get the New York stuff.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like when I was away, I was getting all kinds of different weird shit.
Hmm.
Yeah,
because you're
it's
picking up
pretty cool.
that. Yeah,
You're picking up that. Yeah. Yep. But same thing. If you want to add HBO, it's $15. If you want to add, like that kind of stuff. So guys, going back to some more of these bands, another band I never seen live that I would love to see. It's on here. Lizzie Borden.
Yeah,
I
I've
kinda
never
dig
s-
Lizzie
you know
Borden.
what? I don't think I've ever seen them.
There's only
They didn't play them. They played them through the year I was there. I don't know.
They have. I just never saw.
I
them.
I went for Saturday last year, and I don't think anybody was there besides me. It was so empty. But,
Really?
yeah, it was. I mean, it was just coming out of COVID. It was, got that whole situation going on. But I think Lizzie Borden might have played that. I feel like I've seen them, but wasn't paying attention, which is perfectly
Yeah,
possible.
they played the cruise a couple years ago, and I didn't see them there, but everybody was raving about how great they are because they do like this pretty killer stage show. Like
Yeah.
it's what they do is like pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And definitely made a lot of people.
well, what's weird with
fans,
him?
so.
It's like I like a few songs that I know, but the album I really know and I love Master of Disguise. Like, I like that whole record. If you
Yeah,
ask
Me
me
Against
10
the
Lizzie
World
Borden
and-
songs, I'll give you that record and Me Against the World. And maybe was
Give them the axe.
yeah, just like a handful. But that
don't-
Master of Disguise is really, really good. And I think it might be been re-released on vinyl too recently, which I haven't seen. I'm not paying $30 for it. I'll pay 25. I won't go the extra 5, But let me see. The Choir Boys, who come by every once in a while.
Yeah, they tour the area.
Now, are they the same choir boys as the London choir boys?
Same, yeah.
or-
Yeah,
same
I
band.
think so. Are they really from
Yeah, they
London, or
shortened
is that
it.
just bullshit?
No, they are. No,
Oh,
they are.
Okay, they actually are the London Choir Boys.
Yeah.
I always thought that was bullshit.
Me too.
No, I met them. I had pizza with the bass player a few years ago, and we were talking about Kiss and shit. He's 100%.
That accent was real, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
That accent was
Yeah.
real.
They're getting some
Yeah.
play from the Peacemaker soundtrack.
Really?
That's right. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
they were on that. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Yeah, I've only seen a couple episodes, but Dave tells me that they mentioned so many bands on that show.
Oh, that's
they're-
great.
yeah, a lot.
on.
The Scandinavian sleaze rock too.
That's
He's
great.
the guy, James Gunn, is a huge fan of hair metal and like the
Yeah.
resurgence of it. So he's got all types of bands on there.
That's crazy. How about I remember this band from back in the day. I had their first record, and I don't know. I don't remember a song from them. XYZ.
Yeah, I like XYZ.
Face down in the gutter, isn't that them?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Here you go, Bert.
What's that, Mike?
Choir Boys.
Hey,
cassette.
hey,
On the
Mike,
choir.
whipping out
Yeah.
the London Choir Boys cassette. No shit, Mike. How about that surprise?
Wow. They're great
Yes,
live. I mean,
sir.
it's weird. They fired their singer like a couple months ago, which is weird.
He wasn't
It's
on
like-
the cruise, was he?
No, he wasn't on there.
Didn't show up to the cruise. Like, I guess he was already in the
Nah,
mix
so-
or something, but
Yeah.
Dude, one of my bands opened up for them. They were doing an acoustic thing, so it was like all acoustic. So my band went on before them, but because where I was parked at, I had to get out of where I was parked at, so I had to leave. So I didn't even watch them. But it was one of those, in and outs,
Yeah.
So I
They're
wish I would
great.
seen
They
them. I
they
heard they're
really
great.
are good live. I mean, they're like the British version of Black Crowes. Is the
Okay.
best way to really describe them.
But they're still pumping out stuff too. They're still pumping
Yeah.
out music.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Here goes another one. I don't know. Was this a Canadian band also? I'm not sure. Zebra.
Nah, they're from here. I think they're based in Louisiana, and then they moved to they kind of relocated to Long Island or something. But they're really good, man. I mean, I saw the singer Randy Jackson in a bar in Queens, New York, about 20 years ago, just playing acoustic guitar, and there was like nobody there, and maybe he was living in the area or something. But dude, what a phenomenal singer! God, man, amazing.
Still, after all these years, still that good. Wow.
Yeah, great.
Big- Johnny Lawrence is a big fan of them.
Yeah, right.
I don't remember. I'm trying to picture them. Like I had one record from them back in the day. Like
They
probably
only had a
on
couple
cassette.
albums, I think.
The one that looked like it was like a chess
View
piece.
Behind the Door.
Maybe?
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
that, but I kind of like when I think of what they sound like now, I'm always picturing kind of like Triumph, Rushy, kind of more Triumph for some reason. I don't know. if
Probably
they sound-
more. Yeah, kind of like if you want to blend Triumph and Zeppelin.
Okay, that's
Probably
an underrated
closer.
band. Triumph is
probably
underrated.
closer to Zeppelin. Yeah.
And they were a 3-piece too, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Crazy. This one should be interesting, since Skid Row is also playing, which we'll get to. Tony Harnell is going to be there from TNT.
Yeah.
I forgot
Saturday.
that they're playing the same. They're not playing the same day. Maybe they're
Right. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
one's
Saturday.
flying out, one's flying in.
Mike,
Yeah.
you were a TNT guy, right?
Bert.
Oh, he whips out the TNT record.
Is that Tell No
I-
Tales?
This is Knights of the New Thunder. I have Tell
Oh,
No
okay.
Tales over there. And I also have
Yeah.
what the hell was the other one?
Dude, you're impressing Damien right now, big time. I
I'm-
know it. I know it. Look at the smile.
Tell No Tales and let me see.
He's looking. TNT, dude, that's going to be some weird. That might be a little weird. That was bad terms, right, Mike? I mean, right, Dame?
Intuition.
Well, those guys, they're not going to see each other. They're probably not even going to be there.
So you got Intuition, and what was the other one you had? Mike,
Knights of the New Thunder.
Knights of the New Thunder. That had
And,
the big
Tell No
song, on it,
Tales.
right? What was that was the big song with the video and
The star.
Yeah, that was kind of not my. They kind of lost me on that one. But man, Knights of the New Thunder, man, that was the shit.
Yeah. Now, Des, have you ever seen Tony Harnell live?
No, I have not.
Did he do it? Did he do a lot of live stuff with Skid? He didn't do much, right?
Nah,
don't-
he was in the band for like a couple months.
Yeah, I don't think they were supposed to. Like, I don't know, whatever. They never toured with him at all, right?
They did a few
Few shows, not much. Yeah, I
few
don't think
shows,
much.
but they're like weekend flying shows,
Casino dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. This one's good.
Everyone's a star shining in the spotlight tonight.
Dude, here goes another one. I've opened for her before, and she's great, man. Dora Pesh. Like,
Yeah.
and she
Oh, we
still
love
looks
you.
good. Yeah.
We love you so much.
Yeah.
I think
She's a
I've-
sweetheart, though. She's a sweetheart.
I've
Yeah.
seen her at Sweden
Yeah,
Rock before.
Yeah, she's cute.
She still looks
Jesus
great.
Christ.
Not playing
You're
Sweden
making me
Rock this
bring
year,
out my
are they?
collection.
Don't tell me you got a Doro cassette near you.
Force majeure.
Warlock.
Oh,
There you go.
man.
That's even better.
Mike's
Man.
whipping out the Warlock cassette. Wow.
Right?
Oh,
That was Dora Pesh, right? Am I right on that?
That's Dora
Yeah.
Pesh, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
that's where
Dora
she came
Pesh,
from.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Indeed.
Mike's got almost the whole M3 collection here.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't have any of my cassettes left.
Mike's
can't
got the
believe we forgot
M3 cassette box set.
That's right. Yeah.
You got the
I might not be done
cassette,
here.
The cassette playlist.
Yeah.
I might not. This is mixtapes. This is the mixtapes part.
That's
of it.
right.
Yeah.
This is the mixtape. You should do that all the time.
This is good. Yeah, it's good stuff.
You got to make a mixtape of all the hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what's cool? Last time I seen, well, the time we were with her, is that she played Egypt, I think, from Dio, which was
Oh,
pretty
really?
cool. Yeah. Of course, Johnny plays with her. Johnny's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been with that band for a long time,
Oh, yeah.
like a real long time. Got to be what, 25 years or more? Better, more than
Yeah,
25,
about-
30 years maybe.
Yeah, I would say
Lives-
that.
I mean, he lives over there for them, so
Yeah.
Wow,
that's why he moved. I would imagine.
fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
he's over there now.
Oh, he's permanently over there, really?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I know he used to come back and forth, and but I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah.
Lives in Deutschland.
Great. That's great, man. Here goes another great one, which I wish I would have seen. I was a huge fan when he first came out, and I still like him now, but it's just so much stuff out there. Ingve.
I have never seen Ingve.
Yeah.
Never seen
I
him.
saw him. I saw him a couple times. He just kind of puts me to sleep after a while.
Well, yeah, it's
And he's singing now. He doesn't even have a singer. So yeah,
He
he's doing all the
sings. I didn't
singing.
know that.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
Ah,
doing all the
apparently.
singing now.
Do you know
You
what's
know,
crazy?
He literally pushes his band on one side of the stage. and He's
Yeah.
on like
It's Ingve.
it's
Mike,
weird,
he-
man.
He lets them out behind the curtain. I thought he put a curtain in front of her, right
Yeah.
behind him.
It's like
Or he
You
puts his
either-
band in the orchestra pit, and then he just sits up on stage.
yeah, like the worst spot is behind the curtain. The next worst spot is like right on the very, very end of the stage. And that's where they're at.
Dude, he was playing here years ago, and my cousin at one time owned like a record store, CD store, and I don't know if he stopped in there or if my cousin was just with him at the event or something. And I think he walks up to him and his buddies and goes, "Is there anywhere a Viking can quench his thirst?" He said, "Dude, shirt wide open, dressed this big Viking."
He
Like,
probably was
Great.
just fucking around. He can't take himself serious. Like
dude, he said he looked and
Crazy
said,
Swedes.
"Is there anywhere a Viking could quench his thirst?"
wow.
I wish I was there. I would have fucking lit up like a Christmas tree. I would have loved it.
Should have sent him to the
Okay.
Vikings mummers.
Yeah, send him to Viking. He'd be confused.
Yeah. All right, Yingwe.
Wing
It's called the
Wingwe.
Oh man. This next guy I used to like a lot when I was young, and I don't know if he's any good live. Last time I seen a clip of him live, it was pretty bad, but it could have been for whatever reason. Stephen Pearcy. You guys both probably caught Stephen Pearcy, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. I love Rat, and they're one of my favorite bands. And I mean, Stephen Pearcy, he is what he is. I mean,
I'm not
got-
whipping up my rack cassette. It's over there, but I'm not grabbing it.
it's all about the swagger with him. He
Yeah.
just has like a cool factor.
He's got a unique voice, a very unique
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
He had a little stint there when he was. I think he had what do you have, like surgery on his hip or something like that, and he was
His
a little
knees. Yeah, he got his knees replaced. Or
had a little
something.
bad combination of
pills and
pills
booze.
and alcohol, and he was just like he had to sit down the drum set for a second. Like he was
Yeah, he's
mess.
sober now.
Yeah,
Oh, good. Yeah.
he just played the Rainbows party.
Yeah,
50th
last week.
anniversary of the Rainbow. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard an interview with him just before that, and he said he's been sober for a little while. So
I always thought he was really unique. The first full record from Rat is such a good record, man.
I like them all, man. I think
It's
the
such
first
a good record. They're all good.
4 or
Yeah.
5 are great. I mean, they're so underrated.
Yeah.
It seemed like even though they were around for a while, it seemed like they came and went. As soon as it looked like they were going to headline or start at the headline, it kind of, I don't know what
They
happened.
did. They headlined every on their second tour on. They had.
It seemed like it fell off to me, though. It seemed like it kind of went away, came back a little bit, went away. I only remember them headlining Invasion of Your Privacy like around then. Maybe.
Yeah, that was with Bon Jovi. Then they did. They were always a headlining band, except
Yeah.
the first
I
tour.
didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
And they came out at the same time as Motley, right? Pretty much the same time.
yeah, just a
Little after.
years after. Yeah, just right after them.
I mean, reading Piercy's book, it just said like their record company had them.
Always
They were a machine. Like they
Yeah.
were off the road. They were right back in the studio, right back another headlining tour.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even to the point when they were just like exhausted. Like, how am I supposed to write another album right now? I'm freaking so beat up.
Yeah, their EP came out in '83. Out of the Cellar came out in '84. Invasion of Your Privacy was 85.
85, yeah.
Dancing on the Cover was 86. What's it? Reach for the Sky was 88, and then Detonator was 90. So there was a couple year gap there, but
Yeah.
But
Detonator was
I think
pretty damn good
their
record.
tours actually got longer during those later years. That's why they,
yeah,
because I don't think there was any gap from recording to
they're like nonstop.
the road. So they must have been on the road a lot long, like, like a year and a half, something like that, instead of just the shorter tours, I guess, between the other albums.
Yeah, when they first, well, I guess when Out of the Cellar was released, they had some kick-ass videos. Like their first, 3 or 4 videos they put out from there were like
Milton
amazing.
Berle.
Yeah, Milton
Yeah.
Berle.
Yeah, they're pretty memorable. Their videos.
That's when videos were fun. They did some fun stuff.
Mhm.
Remember Motley pulls them over in the cop car or whatever they were driving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking great. So yeah, dude, what I was gonna say is that like for bands that put together like greatest hits records, that 81 to 91 CD, he's got almost everything.
Oh, it's great, ain't it?
It's like almost 20.
That is like, that's a greatest hits record.
Yeah, they didn't miss nothing really. I mean, that's a.
Nah, they didn't. They covered everything.
If you don't have nothing by Rat, grab that. That's got everything.
All
On
the
it.
essentials right there.
Matter of fact, I was looking for the vinyl, see if they reissued that on vinyl. I'm like, I gotta get
that would be great.
Yeah, it'd be greatest
to have that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really that big of a fan on greatest hits records, but that one is really
like
good.
him. And Mike's the same way. Mike's like, I want to hear the whole album. I don't want to hear the greatest hits. I want to hear the whole album.
Yeah, there's very few bands I'd buy greatest hits of.
For a band that I'm usually like, if a band that I'm like, I like a couple songs, I might buy the hits, and then eventually I'll start buying. I'll go.
Well, I
that
got
way.
that first when I started getting into them, and I listened to that all the time, and then I started buying all the albums.
It's really a great set.
Pretty much everything, on all the records.
Yeah, it's a great set. I never seen Rat live. I never ever seen them,
man.
And I love
The
them
only
too.
time
Back
I
in the day, I
ever
loved
saw
them.
them was M3. I saw them
Yeah,
at
I've
M3
seen
when
them.
they were all
Yeah,
together.
Was that the original besides Robin, or is it?
Yeah, with Carlos
Okay, nice.
Cavazo.
Was that Juan
Right.
Crozier still bass player? Was he the bass player at the time?
The last time it was, yeah.
I think the last time they were all together at
Mhm.
M3, right?
Yeah.
They were supposed to play Sweden Rock, but in 2010 I was supposed to see them, but they canceled like literally like the day before. I was so bummed.
I might have seen Rat more than any band I've ever seen, I think.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
When I really come to think of it, yeah. I mean, next to Kiss, I think Rat might be second,
Wow.
maybe. If they're not first, then they're definitely second.
Yeah, and I was huge.
When they
into them.
reunited, when they came back in the 90s, I would see them. We would drive up to North Jersey, everywhere to go see them. So
Did you ever open for them?
No.
You
Stephen
have.
Piercy a few times.
Okay, how was he? All right.
Yeah, he was cool. He gave me a Stephen Piercy T-shirt one time.
Nice.
Not the shirt off his back.
Yeah, pretty much.
That'll be $25.
Yeah, we're talking outside, and then he says, "Wait, let me go grab something for you." And he comes out with Dan Parcells was with me, I think. He
Oh,
came
nice.
back
He's like,
and
hold
was-
on, I'm getting Jizzy Perla's shirt out here.
Yeah. Who was his replacement at one time or something? wasn't
Yeah,
it?
actually, at that time, Jizzy was singing in Rat. At the
How
time.
crazy is that?
I'm glad he didn't think you were him.
Yeah,
Up and pop you.
that's funny.
That's crazy.
My band.
Another band who I recently seen for the first time, and they were freaking amazing. I watched 2 shows from them.
Stryper?
Oh my god, they're so good, so good.
Can't say I'm a fan.
No, not at all.
No, I'll whip out my striper here.
Can't do
You
it.
got some Stryper, Mike. Yeah.
I've tried. I even stole their CD or their cassette back in the day when I was just a little young juvenile thief. I ran out of things to
To
steal,
hell with,
so I went
to
and
hell
stole
with
that.
thieves.
Yeah.
Ironically, in God we trust.
I
Oh,
couldn't
but
tell
that-
if they were
I've just never been able to listen to them. I don't like it. Not just the
for
Christian thing. It doesn't help, but
or if they were just the irony because everybody else did the opposite.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
for
dude.
that
no,
one-
apparently they're
Except for
really
that-
into
except for
it.
the one year when
I'm-
they turned blue and silver,
Yeah. Blue and black.
blue and black.
They actually know, Mike. When I seen them on the cruise, they had like a, like a big, Jericho would do like an interview with everybody, and they had to do like a question and answer thing in an interview with them. And Michael Sweet's more like a regular kind of guy. I mean, they both were nice. Michael Sweet's more like a regular kind of guy, like bullshitting. Robert Sweet's real soft spoken. He's not what you think. If you look at him, you wouldn't. His delivery's totally different. He's very mellow, very soft spoken. He talked about Christ for like half an hour.
Sounds like a drummer,
Yeah.
except for Damien.
He seems like a total stoner.
You would think, but he was actually. I was
Stoned.
surprised. Because you think if you look at that band, he looks like the rock star out of that whole band. He
Yeah, he does.
totally looks
Yeah.
like the rock star, and he's probably the most mellow. Hey, how you doing? Super nice. Both of them. Michael's a little more, out there. He's a little more aggressive, but great guys. They were really cool. So am I the only one who's seen them live, or you seen them, Dane?
I've seen him a few times.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, I really only like the first 2 or 3 albums, like
Hell,
Yellow and
that was
Black
the-
Attack.
That's a good one. Soldiers Under Command's good.
Yeah, because they're really heavy. The first 2, and then Soldiers Under Command was good.
Yeah, I always liked them
liked
for the harmonies, and they had a little prog rock kind of in there. The soft stuff, it is what it is. It's like
Yeah.
The soft stuff is soft.
yeah, it's a little
I
lovey
just don't
dovey.
respect his voice. I never liked his voice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
just-
very operatic. And,
I don't like
Yeah.
his voice, and I don't like the way he uses it. It's just not
Yeah.
for me. That's all.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the other overtones that are just
right.
for me, it's just not my thing.
Yeah.
To each their own, but
Yeah. How about
There's certain voices that just irritate me. It's like, well, you like this band? They got a voice like that, and I'm like, yeah, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
It's the way he delivers it or whatever. It's just
yeah.
it's like the
Yeah.
Rush thing. Geddy Lee's great. I don't need to hear more than 4 songs. I'm good.
see, I like Rush,
They're a great band. I wish I liked them more. I do.
but now you would think I would like Yes, but I'm not a Yes.
Right,
fan.
right. Yeah, I
Hmm.
can't listen to 2 songs. I'm like, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's depending on the voice. Here's another band that I never seen live. They're a good band. The one record, Blow My Fuse, is fucking amazing. And
yeah.
everybody who's seen Kix said they're unbelievable live.
Yeah, they are. They're just
And they
always
pack him
bring
in,
it
right? Damn, they pack
Yeah,
him
well,
in.
that's their hometown. So the Friday night was based around them. So they call it the kicks off party.
Oh,
So
nice.
they always headline every year they're on, and they had it's totally sold out pretty much when they're on. It's their hometown. They're huge. Like
It's packed.
you
I it's
you
packed
could say like, oh yes, so and so, our hometown band. When they come to the area, they might play a few hundred people. Kicks plays thousands and thousands of people
Yeah.
over there. I mean,
They're phenomenal live.
yeah.
You seen them a couple times, Des? Yep.
Yeah, I actually saw them over in Sweden. They said it was their first show in Europe, which I couldn't believe.
Wow.
They just never toured Europe back in the day. They weren't big. I mean, they
Right.
were big, but they weren't world
Right.
tour big. I guess I don't know. I couldn't believe that he actually said it. I'm like,
He probably only played in America and Japan. I know they played Japan back in the day, so that's probably all they did.
yeah, but they played to thousands at Sweden
Wow.
Rock. It was
Mhm.
awesome.
Wow. You fly
mean-
back. You fly back and forth from Sweden, right? I know you go back and forth, right?
Yeah,
Every week.
Yeah. Weekend warrior.
Well, his wife lives out there, right? Or is from there, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
we're heading there in a week from today.
Wow.
Been there for 2 months.
Wow.
Sweden Rock Festival, maybe something. I don't know, a couple other things.
Where's the what's the name one at? Is this in? I'm gonna fuck this all up. I can never pronounce the name right.
Aachen,
Talking?
Bang, that's it. Where's that at?
Whacking,
Whacking. Where's Whacking? I always
What
thought
the
it was
hell
Whacking.
is that? It's Germany.
It's in Germany.
No,
Germany.
Germany, right?
Aachen.
That's like
Fuck.
huge, right? That's like crazy huge.
Yeah,
Is that the
That's
big
probably the-
one?
That's
What's
the
the
big
biggest?
biggest metal festival. Well, actually, to tell you the truth, Hellfest is kind of bigger than Wacken now.
Really?
Really?
That's like 2 weekends in a row. It's like
That's
two
a lot of
4-day
metal.
festivals. Yeah,
That's a lot of metal.
that's insane. That's
Is that
in
Germany
France.
too?
No, that's in France, I
It's in
believe.
France. Wow. That's crazy. But it's like the metal never died down over there.
No,
You know, it's
they're not
like
stupid
strong
like
as
we
ever.
are.
Right. Yep. We follow the
They're
trends.
die hard.
Yep.
I mean, they got power metal festivals, they got thrash metal festivals, they got
Nobody wants to hear a bunch of French, German dudes rapping.
Yeah.
That just gotta be weird, man.
Informa.
Yeah. And we just were talking about that a couple weeks ago.
He could
Hey,
be
farmer. Hey, farmer.
Blame.
Yeah. Yep. So, so this next band, man, I'm friggin' stoked for the new record. I still can't believe my cheap ass didn't spend 150 to buy the box set. Skid Row.
Yeah.
Can't wait. I can't wait
Speaking
for
of
it.
Swedish.
And that's
Yeah,
they got
looking
a
forward to that.
Swedish singer now. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go with the Swede. When in doubt, go with the Swede.
Swedish Idol winner.
So crazy. Dude, I seen a couple live clips. Anybody seen them on YouTube? Pretty good. Pretty damn good.
Yeah, he's done what,
Mhm.
like 6 shows, 7. I don't know how many he's done now, but most of those clips are from like the first show. He's gonna get.
Yeah, he might be up to maybe like a dozen shows now or 15.
Yeah, he's got to
shows,
be a
but-
lot more comfortable than he was in those first videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he sounds pretty
When I
damn
first heard, I'm like, Sebastian sounds pretty damn good.
good.
And
Mike,
you're
you
like,
might
sounds
no,
better
it's
than
not Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, he sounds
I love it.
good.
Yeah, I seen the clips and I was like, wow, his voice is pretty, and he looks like he's pretty, he's got a little stage rapping going on. So it's
Yeah,
not-
man. He's he's
Damien,
very
seen him with
likable.
Heat. You've seen him with Heat a couple times, right, Damien?
yeah, man. They I've always heard the band and everything, but never really paid attention to them. And I saw them on the cruise a few years ago. I was like, damn.
he's the second singer, right?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
they went back
Four.
to the first
Then
singer.
they
Yeah.
went back to the original guy when
Yeah.
he left. Yeah. So he left the band maybe a couple years ago and he was
He had
diagnosed
cancer,
with
right?
leukemia.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So he was going through that.
The guy that's in Skid Row
and,
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like a year ago, he was diagnosed with leukemia a year ago, or maybe a little bit before, and he beat it. But he started like a power metal band. Oh Christ, what the hell are they called? The album's really good, but it's total
Heavy.
metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was
I
reading
can't-
some comments. Oh man, he can't sing Skid Row. It's like, dude, he had his own band, and just now he put out the record like 2 months ago, and it's
Wow.
How was
fucking
that
heavier
called?
than Skid Row. So
Wow.
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I don't think I know who it is. I don't think I
I'm
know
right
who
in
it
front of a computer. I mean,
is. Oh, I guess all guys from where he comes from.
yeah, I mean, it's basically like a side project with all these guys.
Idol,
Christ.
Heat, New Horizon.
New Horizon, yeah, that's what
Okay.
they're called.
Spotify, probably. I can probably find it on Spotify, right?
Oh yeah. That's usually where I listen to it, but
Okay.
it's power
They're,
metal. But
they're signed to Frontiers.
yeah, it's pretty good. It's
I
pretty
guess
heavy.
Heat is too, right? Is Heat on
Yeah.
Frontiers?
Yeah,
I thought Frontiers only did retro. I guess, or the retro sound, maybe.
No, well, they used to, and then they started picking up all these new AOR bands and
Yeah, I
a
didn't
lot
know.
of stuff.
Now I've seen Skid Row probably, I think, twice with Bon Jovi when they first came out, twice with Aerosmith, and once with Guns N' Roses. That's how many times I've seen Skid Row. Like, with Sebastian, and they were, dude, that was probably out of all the, and I seen them with Pantera when Pantera opened up for them. Out of all them bands, they had to be the toughest band to follow up on. Like after they played, it was like, forget it, you're not beating that, The energy was crazy.
I wish I would have seen that. I've never seen Skid Row together.
Oh my god.
Complete.
Yeah, they
He-
still sound great.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these bands, they kind of like lost a step. They don't have the same kind of bite they used to, but they're still
Shocking.
great. You know? Yeah.
Talking.
I think I saw them Guns N' Roses.
Actually, the
the day
band
before.
docking has the bite. They have to slow themselves down
Yeah.
for Don, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They were they were on one of the, I think, Use Your Illusion tours, Mike. They were on one of those. I think they came once with Skid Row, and then when they came back again, it was with Soundgarden. Yeah.
Soundgarden.
Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses. First time was with Skid Row. I think the second time when they came back, it was with Soundgarden. But yeah, dude, Skid Row, fucking unbelievable. Oh my god. Even like you would think how heavy Pantera was, and Pantera opened up for him, Skid Row was still just as good because they're heavy as shit live too. And Sebastian just had a lot of energy too. But they were great. I never seen him with the Sillinger guy. Is that how you say his name? I never seen him.
Solinger.
Solinger. And
I never wanted to.
my sister seen it with them. She said it wasn't bad. She said it was good, but I don't know. It lost, like you said.
Yeah, I saw him.
The bite wasn't the same, probably.
I never saw him with Sebastian. That was before I started going to concerts. I was still a little too young to go on my own. But so I've seen him a shitload of times with the other singers. But
This is the first time I'm excited to see them again, but I'm
Yeah,
not
me
even
too.
going to on this tour because I'm
Yeah.
not going to be. I'm not going on Sunday.
yeah,
Oh man. How about this? Where does this band fit in from with the rest of this lineup? Blue Oyster Cult.
yeah, I think they're starting to. I mean, there's only so many bands you can really choose from,
Mhm.
you know, on these festivals, and I think they're just trying to mix it up by throwing in like a Leather Wolf and Burning Witches and
Something to freshen it up a little bit.
77. Yeah, so I think that's, you know, if you look at it, you know, they kind of maybe stick out, but at the same time, not so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's still retro-ish, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never seen them, and I've never
Next
really.
year,
They're
Crazy
probably- I
Liquor
bet you they're
on,
good. I bet you're good. They're probably going to
Yeah,
be good.
you know what? That wouldn't surprise me. They probably are going to be really good.
I mean, it's a couple of tunes I do like from them. They're another band where like you see the album covers and you're like, oh, and you're like, it's not what I thought it was going to be. Kind
Right.
of deal.
Yeah.
You know? Here goes a good one, man. And I think we all might have seen this band, Extreme.
One of Mike's.
No, I
bands.
never saw them live.
Mike, I thought you did see them, no?
No.
No, I thought you did see them live. Oh my god, dude. They could say what they want about Gary Sharon. Great front man.
But
Oh, he is great.
dude,
Yeah, I've
almost every one of these bands I had a tape stuff.
yeah. Yeah, you got the cassettes.
yeah, I
Cassette
wasn't.
tapes, yep.
They played. They played what 2 years ago, right? The day it rained all day Sunday. I think.
Yeah. I
think they
wasn't a
played
fan
that-
of them back in the day, but when they came back a few years ago, I saw them and they just blew me away. So
They're
I
great live, dude.
became a fan of theirs.
I think it's one of those things when they became known for more than words. It's like Firehouse. People make
Yeah.
fun of Firehouse all day long. Go see them live.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're fantastic, and
Oh,
a
they're
lot
great,
of their
yeah.
songs are freaking heavy too. That you just
Yeah.
you didn't
Most
pay
of those-
attention past their ballads. You had no idea what Firehouse could do.
Most of them bands, and I'll say it all the time, and Warrant's always my example. You look at Warrant, it's Warrant, blah, 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 blah. You see Warrant live. It's way heavier than you think it is. They were heavy as They opened up for Motley one year. I couldn't believe how heavy they were. I say it all the time.
Janie had balls under that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a nice, soft demeanor, but I think he had some balls on stage.
Absolutely. They were heavy. Even the guitar tone, they were pretty heavy, man. And that was the first time they played Uncle Tom's Cabin, I guess, live, or the first song that they were doing
They played it
on
before
tour.
the album came out. I
Yeah.
think.
Dude, I heard that song. I was like, what is this? Because it was
Yeah, it's a great
unexpected.
song.
It was unexpected. That guy is so underrated as a songwriter.
Yeah.
So underrated. And as far as ballads go, he might write the best ballads. I mean, unbelievable. Dog Eat
Yeah.
Dog. Still one of my favorite records. I think that record's a shame it didn't get a chance because that record was so good. So good.
Yeah, I do like their ballads.
Great ballads. They write great ballads. And you're not a ballad
I
guy
Saw
either,
Red.
too. Yeah.
No, I hate ballads, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I Saw Red is
Great
great song. Sometimes She Cries. I like a lot of. They're just good songs.
Yep. And it's funny when they first came out, I thought they were just going to be like a Poison ripoff. I'm like, it's kind of like Poison. But I wound up really liking them a lot. And when I seen them live, I was like, wow, which happens a lot. You see a band live and you totally change your perspective,
Mhm.
and usually good for me, where I'm like, wow, they're really, really good. Now I got to go buy their stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But,
And then you're like, man, this really sucks on tape or vinyl or whatever.
right. You want to see it live. Yeah.
Like Kiss.
Yeah.
That's what everybody thought about Kiss. And then they heard their live album. They said, shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And they wouldn't be wrong. Those recordings are not the best. There's
No,
not much
some of them are
into those
muddy,
things.
and
I'll listen to them all day long now, but I mean,
yeah.
I could see where people just didn't.
Like
wasn't
I
much-
really want a remix version of Hotter Than Hell. Like I want to, it's just so great record, but it's so muddy. It's just muddy. You know what was disappointing to me the other day?
The obligatory weekly Kiss talk.
Yeah, Mike. Here you go, Mike. We got it in there, Mike.
I know.
You're just used to it by now. So I went to the record store. I found this. I mean, not that I found because it's been around forever, but there's a cool ass record store called Goodies Records in Delco. Dude, I stumbled over it the other day. Wow, they had. It wasn't usually when you go to these vinyl stores, you have your stuff you see in every store, and then you'll have your little rap stuff, rock stuff, little popular rock stuff, and you'll have a couple, throw-ins. Dude, this store had everything. I mean, it wasn't.
I used to go there years ago.
But dude, oh my god, one of them was going nuts.
That's a great store.
I'm like, what should I get? What should I get? And then I'm trying to figure out, do I really want to buy this? Do I not want to buy this? You know what I mean? But so I settled on the $30 Shinedown record, Sound of Madness, which I like that record. So
God,
I like that.
Do that for.
I do. I put the record on.
Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah. So Mike was coming to hang over, whatever. Mike, Mike's, could be a vinyl snob.
He just loves, throwing money out the window.
Yeah. So Mike could be a vinyl snob if the mix ain't right.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what I just bought then.
Yeah. He'll be like, it sounds like shit.
What did you buy at the?
What'd you get, Mike?
The $50.
So I put it on, and some records are louder than others. So if I put it on like 30 on the stereo, it usually sounds pretty booming. I had to turn this up to like 50. So they must have. There's no way it was mixed for vinyl. They must have just took a compressed version of it and just. I'm like, come on. I'm like, I was waiting to hear like all this.
It sounded very cassette tape.
Sounded very cassette. It was like the Spotify version's cleaner than that, and I was kind of bummed out. But so Mike, what did you just get?
I just picked up the on vinyl, the Mars Volta Francis the Mute for like it was like I actually got it cheap and it was like almost $60.
Damn, man.
So that goes for about 125.
Holy shit.
Dude,
I got like a real good deal on Discogs on that.
Paid $60 and got a deal. That's crazy. So that thing going for some cash.
Wow.
Right, I know.
Dude, all the vinyl shit goes up. Like, dude, another thing, because like I said, Mike's like totally into vinyl now. So we'll look on Amazon and they'll have 3 copies of somebody. It might be like $25. When it gets down to 1 copy, it's like $60 or $40. We're like, what the fuck just happened? I don't know how they're doing that, but it's crazy. Well, they got what, third party
and I work
sellers?
in a store, and that last candy that's in the box, nobody wants to buy that last candy bar in the box.
Yeah.
Because they think it's been sitting there or whatever. You know how hard it is to sell the last candy bar in any box? It's weird.
Right.
But you
got to put a new box.
Usually you have to mark them down in price before they expire. Right. Or mark them down in price or whatever.
Box and put the last one.
But here you go. Right. It's like, hey, we're winding down. We're almost going to sell out of these. Hey, let's jack the price up $50. I don't get.
And the Kiss stuff, dude.
That's like a new way of marketing or something.
Dude, I bought the Carnival Souls record. It was $30 forever. Then you couldn't get it. And then I bought it for like 24, something like that. And now it's like $50 again. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I mean, I got it, but it's crazy.
Probably make some money. Buying.
That's a shitty album cover too.
It is. Yeah, it's a shitty album cover.
Terrible.
It is. It's a bad copy of the
great album.
Shitty album cover.
I love that one.
Shitty album cover. Yeah, dude. So like with the vinyl stuff, it's getting so jacked up now. Where like the Typo Negative stuff. I bought one for 40, which sounds like a lot, but it was 2 record deal. Now it's like 80. I'm like, what the hell's going on? It's like crazy. It's crazy. So all right, let's move on to the next guy, Tom Kiefer. Anybody seen him live before?
Yeah, a bunch of times.
Yeah.
First concert I went to, Cinderella. Well,
Well,
first real
same thing.
concert I went to.
Right.
Yeah, he always delivers.
How's he sound live now?
He sounds good.
Yeah.
He was able to figure out what was going on with his voice. It was, wasn't wasn't like actually in his throat. It was in his head. It was neurological thing or
The
something.
yips or something.
The yips. Yeah, the yips.
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes you just lose confidence as a singer and you start thinking too much about it, and
The yips.
yeah, the yips.
That's what Mike says. Oh, there goes so and so's wrestling again. What the hell's he doing? He's got the yips. That's a Mike's line.
Well, you see the baseball players, especially with it, basketball players too. But it's like these guys do this stuff all the time. Like they'll throw to the bag and like they do it every day. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they forget how to throw the ball to first base.
Right.
They can throw it to third base, second base, can't throw it to first base.
That's crazy.
And it's just like it'll go flying behind them any which way, but near the base. It's crazy.
Mhm.
And there's been a lot of cases of that in baseball.
Wow.
There's a lot of cases that in life, I guess, in any kind of profession when you really think about it.
Damo, when I start singing the wrong lyrics, I'm like, I got the fucking yips. I got the yips.
Yeah, when I give my customers their change, I usually just stick it in their mouth sometimes now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's the yips. I got the yips.
Yeah. It's great. That's great. I never seen Kiefer by himself. I seen with Cinderella, same thing.
Where the hell have you been? You've been living in a cave for the past 20 years?
I know.
Man, you got to get out more
with him. Yeah, I know.
It's not like these bands that come out, they're like Haley's Comet.
I'm gonna start hanging out with you more, Dame. I'm gonna start going to these shows.
Man, they come out once every 88 years.
But I did see him with Bon Jovi twice. I seen him.
Well, you saw them when
they headline.
I guess.
Yeah, I seen him back in the day.
Yeah.
And then when they did do the Electric Factory, it's probably way longer than I remember it being, that was great.
That was maybe like 10 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, 10, 12 years ago, something like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't go to the one show, which I know Mike says it was his first show, was the one where they came with Bull Boys and Winger. I didn't go to that show.
Yes.
I bought the bootleg t-shirt, but I didn't have tickets to go to that show.
That was like the first and the last concert I slept out for. It was like after that, there was like, that's when kind of sleeping out kind of winded down.
Yeah.
I did that a few times.
Sleeping out. It used to be the best.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
No, you used to try and hook up with any girl I could. when you're a kid, you're young. That's what you did.
There's always
you
a few
out.
douchebags. There's always a few douchebags in line that they're just drinking all night.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we were young, so I wasn't drinking. My buddies might have been, but not me.
Yeah, that's probably right before I really started drinking. I would never really. Now, if I was, if we were going to camp out for tickets, I'd probably bring a whole case with me. But back then it was like, I ain't drinking.
Pre-ambassador.
Oh yeah.
Pre-ambassador. Yeah.
Well, now you wouldn't even have to sleep. Somebody would sleep for you.
Yeah. Right.
I just pay somebody to wait in line.
Say the ambassador and be like, no, that's Damien's. He'll be here tomorrow.
Dude, they were the days though. You would go to concerts if you were in a band at the time. You bring the flyers. You hit everybody with the flyer.
Yeah.
And if somebody threw it away, you fucking break their balls and say something. Oh, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like hearing the stories of when bands were out in LA on the Strip handing out flyers. Well, we didn't have that here, but we would go to concerts and hand out flyers when people would come out of the concerts or paper their cars, but put them on cars.
It was big at that time, dude.
Telling you, the worst is Vegas, man. With the flyers, you walk down the Strip. There's like, and they're like, they can't speak your game, like the Mexican guys, and like we're walking past and you turn around and you look, and he's handing you something, and you're like, oh, okay, as your reaction, and next thing you know, there's like 5 more guys next to him going right in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing you know, you got this like mound of. You look at it, it's like
horny
all
hand
like
slap.
hooker services and pornography, and
it's all, Yeah, strippers direct to your room.
I got distracted for a second. We're on the strip now.
Yeah. We
Yes.
floated over. The hand slappers.
Yeah.
Always slapping them.
Yep.
That's crazy. I only was in Vegas once. That's it. I went for the
Been
adult
twice.
awards, and that was the only time I went.
3 times.
Oh, you really went for the hand slappers.
I
Yeah,
was hand slapped out by that time. If I was
We
younger.
And we went to Vince Neil's bar.
Oh
and,
yeah. Were you together?
Oh, my.
Were you guys
yeah,
together?
yeah.
Oh,
The,
nice.
the waiter's like, what do you guys want to drink? I was like, I'll have whatever Vince usually drinks. Because they said, Vince was here yesterday. I was like, okay, I want to have whatever Vince has. What was he drinking? They're like, oh my God, Vince drinks everything.
That might have been one of the worst bars I've ever been to in my entire
That
life.
was awful. That
Was it
so
bad?
shit.
Yeah.
It was like amateur stand-up comedy night.
Oh, it was fucking terrible.
Oh,
It was,
was it
well,
me?
number one, it's in like the worst casino, Circus.
Oh wow.
It's like the worst casino in Vegas, and like nobody goes there. It was like totally dead.
Calgon
'cause
Dreams was up in there.
It's like dirt cheap, and like that's the place where you see like the families taking their kids to.
Right.
I'm pretty
Because
sure
you
that's
could take the
place you
family
see
like
Cousin
dirt
Eddie
cheap to
at.
circus.
Yeah.
But wasn't that
Cousin
was a
Eddie,
place
Cousin
in
Eddie at the
Fear
Clark
and
at the
Loathing?
buffet.
What's that?
What's
That's
that?
Was that?
That's
Oh, Cousin Eddie and Clark at the buffet.
Yeah,
Blue,
right.
yellow,
Yeah.
blue, the blue.
crazy.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, it was me, you, Mikey, and Mila, right?
Yeah.
Calgon Dreams.
Yeah. So Des, when was the last time you were in Vegas?
Actually, with that's probably it. Yeah.
That was
was it when we were there with you, Danny?
2014, I think. I haven't been there since 2016, and I used to go once or twice a year, man. I haven't been there in years.
You still got that timeshare?
Yeah, me
Yeah,
either.
I think so.
Yeah, Mike, you've been there a couple times, right?
I was there like 3 times.
Nice.
I didn't see any bands while I was out there. I did see George Carlin my last time.
Oh, nice.
So that was really cool.
It had to be right before he probably died, right? It could have been that much before. Right?
I'm not sure. I know he was doing an HBO special like shortly after that, because he was actually doing some test material there.
Oh, nice.
And it was actually cool because after he did his stand-up, he gave us like a bonus. He's like, look, I'm working on this new material for HBO. He's like, I'm not going to hand out deliveries. He's like, I'm just going to read it. So he just sat there reading his whole script, like with no spots for the crowd to laugh or anything.
Right.
It was kind of weird and cool at the same time.
Yeah. Awkward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just running through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. All right. Last band on this lineup. Fantastic band. I've seen them only once, but fantastic band. Tesla. Any of you guys seen Tesla before?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they're great.
No, Mike, for you now.
No, I haven't.
How about you two
First
guys?
and only time I saw them was when they were at in Glenside last.
Oh, okay. It's
I
probably a
believe
couple
that's
years
the
ago.
first and only time I've ever seen them. Unless they played 2 years ago, I might have caught them then, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I've seen them a few times.
Yeah.
They're
They're good.
great, man. It's a great rock band.
Yeah,
They all
they're
original right now? They still all original, Damien?
no.
No. I mean, they have a
Skiotch.
different
I think Skiot's left, right?
Skio. Yeah.
Skio. That's it. Skio.
Yeah, he's been out of the band for a while. But it's all original guys. I think the drummer stepped down, but he's still technically in the band. So they have someone else touring in place of him.
Okay. What was that? The drummer's name?
Troy Lucetta.
That's it. Yep. Yeah, great band, man. Just a solid rock band. All right, guys. So I'm going to move on to just to breeze over this. We've seen the results of who is actually going to be inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year, and it's better than usual. I got to say, it's definitely better than usual.
I'm really excited about one. Really, really happy and excited about one.
Is it Sylvia Robinson?
Close. Harry Belafonte. I mean,
Oh yeah, Harry Belafonte.
rock and I mean, but I am a little pissed off. I mean, Harry's in, but Frank Sinatra's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
He's not.
Listen to that. Just listen to how fucking ridiculous that sounds.
Yeah.
That I said.
Well,
that.
neither of them are rock and roll.
Well,
Right.
that's the thing.
So
That's the thing. So if he's in, Frank Sinatra should probably be in.
Jay-Z's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, is he not?
Yes, he is. Yep.
You know what? At this point, I'm okay with hip hop. That's just a battle not even worth fighting at
Yeah.
this point. I'm okay with it now.
Yeah.
Just put them in.
yeah, but then you're gonna be like, well, okay, now I gotta be all right with dance music. I gotta be all right with
Yeah.
reggae music.
Just open.
I'm more all right with reggae music than rap music. At least the early reggae music when they use instruments.
Yeah, I
But
don't know, man. It's just Dolly
mean,
Parton, Lionel Richie.
I don't know. It's just
stupid.
It's
I mean,
really
I
the
could
pop
make- I
Hall of Fame. You
it's
know?
see Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie, I could kind of.
Well, if you're going to put them other guys in, sure. I mean,
But-
it's going to be one of those things. All right, let's go down. Let's go down the line and just give me your opinion if you think they should be in or not. I'm going to start off with Mike, Dame, Des, then me. All right, Pat Benatar, Mike.
Who's
Oh,
that?
absolutely.
Damo.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Pat
She should
Benatar.
be in there. She should have been in there before Joan Jett.
Yep. How about you, Des?
Yeah, give it the nod for that one.
I'm with it too. I think Pat Benatar is great. I think she gets lost in the shuffle now, but she was friggin' huge. Early '80s, she was huge, man.
She was all
People-
over MTV.
People were dressing like her. I mean, it was
She was a cultural icon for that
Yep.
time, you know.
absolutely.
And a solo female rocker that wrote her own songs. I mean,
Yep.
you know,
Mike D. Duran.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. They're going there.
Damo.
yeah, another one.
That's-
MTV staple in the 80s. You couldn't turn
Absolutely.
it on without seeing them, you know.
How about you, Des?
Yeah, absolutely.
1,000%.
I gotta say, I made fun of him back in the day because I was too cool for school, listening to Quiet Riot and Def Leppard. But
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
yeah, I think Nick Rhodes really helped me perfect my my eyeliner. So
Nick Rhodes.
really gave me a nice blueprint. I remember I used to go on a Wildwood every summer, and I had, they used to make on the boardwalk, they used to make those like mugs with the picture inside.
Yeah.
They throw a picture in, a nice background, and slam it all together and glue it together. I had a Nick Rhodes Wildwood mug.
Nice.
I did.
Nice. Yeah, I love Duran. I think they're awesome. And actually, it's one of the few bands that I actually liked when I still liked the metal stuff. There was like only one or two would float in there, and they were one. For some reason, I like.
Yeah, I think that goes with quite a bit of people, you know.
Yep. Okay, next one. It is, even though it's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it is open up to everything right now. So, Mike D, Eminem.
Yeah, I guess as far as today's standards, yeah.
Damo.
I mean, I'm not really a fan of his, but I definitely know that he's really huge in that genre. But I thought, man, is Public
really been
Enemy in?
around.
Yes.
I don't think Public Enemy.
Yeah,
is
they're in. They're in.
They are in.
I think they're in. Yeah.
Okay,
I think they
well,
are.
okay, well then maybe, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think if anyone else from that genre should be in before him, just because he kind of came in a little, it was
little later.
late '90s. Yeah, so
But
Yeah, I mean-
the Rock and Hall of Fame doesn't really work that way these days.
Yeah.
right, I know, but
Yes.
yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yep. Des.
Yeah, I mean, like Damien said, he's a staple. I can't believe he's been around as long as he has. When you,
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
crazy to
think
think
about
about.
it, I can't believe I've been around as long as I have. But yeah, he's pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, as far as rap goes, he's considered the GOAT. So
He fought his way in. He fought his way into it too, in a genre that probably
Right.
not many people wanted him in.
yep.
So
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
got the talent to stay. He had the stay power. So I'll give
Yep.
it to him.
Mhm.
I think if you could put Jay-Z in, you have to put Eminem in. Definitely.
I like Eminem better than Jay-Z.
Me too. All right, going on to the next
Much
one.
better.
Mike D, the Eurythmics.
I don't know. I mean, I think I only knew 2 songs by the Eurythmics. I mean, I don't know. I mean, do they 2 big songs warrant it? I mean,
I
they're
think they
great.
were
And they're
really
probably covered by a lot of bands, but
I think they were really influential. on
Yeah,
a lot of people. I do. I think they were. How about you, dear Damo?
yeah, I'm okay with them. I'm all right with them in there. I wouldn't argue with someone, that they shouldn't be there.
Des?
I'm with Mike. I don't know too much of what they've done except for their main songs were huge and the stuff they did in the 80s, early 80s, I guess. And yeah, I'd say they were pretty influential on a lot of people.
Yeah, they would.
Why not?
They
Everybody
were.
else-
They were a band. They were a band that when they first came out, man, I couldn't stand the videos. I couldn't stand the
Me
songs.
too. Yeah.
But now I wouldn't say I grew to like them, but now I
Can't
kind of
not sing it.
understand it. Yeah.
Was he playing a guitar or something? If I remember,
Probably.
Stewart.
Dave Stewart.
Probably, yeah. But he's like another guy. I think he does a lot of behind the scenes stuff and
Yeah.
a lot
big
of writing.
producer, writer.
So I
Yeah,
think
with big names too. Like
yeah. So I think
Paul McCartney and shit like that.
they're so influential. And as far as the 80s goes, they were, even though they had like 2 really big songs, they were ridiculously big. So yeah, she has a great voice. It's not my cup of tea, but Annie
What
Lennox.
was the other big song? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
what was the other song?
Here Comes the Rain Again. Here comes the rain
Oh, yeah.
again.
Yeah,
That kind of not a bad song now that I think about it.
Hmm.
But I don't know if it was the short red hair.
I think there was one more, but I can't even remember.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably a few
Yep.
other ones, but
So Dolly Parton, Mike D.
Well, fuck, why not? We're putting everybody else in these days.
Damo.
Her tits will get in first.
Standing ovation. What you think, Dame?
no, man, she's 100% country. I mean, is Led Zeppelin in the Rock and Roll in the Country Hall of Fame? Rolling
Right.
Stones, are they in there? I mean,
And they had a couple of country sounding songs too. Yeah, they're not in it. Yeah,
no,
Dame ain't buying it.
nope. I like her. I
Well,
think she's cool.
come
She's
on.
a great songwriter, but no.
Country's more rock and roll than fucking Jay-Z.
But not that country that she was. No.
How about you, Des?
I don't know.
That's the best answer of the night. It's hot.
I'm over here still looking at the Eurythmics greatest hits. Would I lie to you? That's one of the ones.
For me, Dolly Parton, not really for rock and roll. I mean, as far as an icon of pop culture music, yeah, I guess so, but I don't know. But that's what it's become anyway. So I'm going to skip all these other names because we really don't care, I think, for the rest of them. But I'll go with the one that I can't believe made it. I couldn't believe it. And that means maybe Iron Maiden will make it next year. Judas Priest gets in. What the hell's going on? I love it.
Yeah.
Mike D, what about the
yeah,
Priest?
absolutely. Hopefully it opens the door for a little more metal bands to get in.
It should. Shit. Damo?
Yeah, man, they got in on a fucking participation trophy, backdoor side deal. I mean, they weren't voted in. Okay, it was a musical excellence award. Okay,
Oh, what's
that's
that?
that's how they're in. They started it last year. It was usually remember years ago they used to have the sidemen thing where they would put like Elvis's bass player in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. So they changed the name last year and they called it musical excellence. So they got Randy Rhoads in there. So I guess they felt like, okay, well, Judas Priest didn't get voted in, but they should be in there. So let's put them under this musical excellence category. So they'll probably induct them in the Hall of Fame. They'll probably put like a 1-minute video montage, say their name. And they probably won't even let them on the stage to speak.
No, you can't. Gotta be kidding me.
Well, we'll see. I guarantee that they're going to play. They're probably not going to play.
Right.
But it's fucking.
It's going to be another thing
Everybody
coming
else
this show.
stage.
It's fucking bullshit. Yeah.
So wait, you're telling me that there's a chance that they might not come up to receive the award and do the whole thing in front of everybody?
Randy Rhoads' brother and sister were there. They didn't do anything for them.
Dude, that's like a slap in the face, I think, Dan. That's fucked up.
Yeah. It's fucking bullshit. They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We're
Yeah,
lucky
under
they
the
let Kiss
musical
on stage.
excellence thing.
Right?
It's a fucking joke.
Wow.
I don't know why we even have to talk about it every year. I don't even, every time I see
Stupid.
it, I'm like, I don't care anymore. It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
You know, you're
Yeah,
not letting bands in that deserve to be in.
No.
You're letting bands in because whatever, because rap is now rock and roll. I don't know.
Yeah. The weird thing is, and I guess Kiss was the example of, I don't know, Paul Stanley probably said something about it, where it's just like, we want some other members to be included and they're not including them. But the Eagles, like whatever, co-writer of something is like
57 freaking members of the Eagles are in.
Yeah. And the E Street Band, all that.
about-
I mean, wasn't there like
Yeah,
30
yeah.
Parliament and P-Funk
Yeah. There was a lot
put in there?
Bruce Springsteen gets inducted, right, in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame years and years ago. The first year he was eligible, but it wasn't Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band who he did most of his career with. It was just Bruce Springsteen, right? So the year Kiss gets in, guess who they decided to induct? The E Street Band. Right? So how fucking stupid is that? How dumb is that? It's like
Yeah,
putting him in.
Bruce Springsteen's a dick, and he probably should have stood up for his band in the first place.
He should have back then, but I think they realized. I think Rock and Roll Hall of Fame realized. Oh yeah, we kind of fucked up. We probably should have put them in. So I mean, maybe maybe.
Don't worry. They're going to induct Vinnie Vincent next year.
Right. Yes. Maybe in a couple of years they'll do an amendment or something and put in like all the other guys, but it's fucking stupid. They put Metallica, they put in Robert Trujillo, who at the time
he was there for a couple years.
Record.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they put him in, but you don't put Eric Carr in or Bruce Kulick or whatever. Yeah. It's a political thing, man. It's just whatever band has more political pull, whoever's managers are more powerful.
Yeah, I don't understand how don't Eric and Bruce make it. That's insane to me. Crazy to me.
Yeah. A lot of bands, you could go down a list of a lot of bands who are inducted. Like, why isn't so and so in?
Are you going to put Gary Sharon with Extreme? I mean, Van Halen?
No, he didn't make the cut. Yeah,
no, but you know what? Ronnie James Dio was in there with Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
but he did a good bit of albums with him also.
Well, he did 4, counting the Heaven and Hell band, about 4, not counting the live.
Let's put this in perspective. Harry Belafonte is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Ronnie James Dio was not.
I don't think we can top that. So we'd like to thank Desi for coming on. And Dane, want to give us the information on M3? I know a lot of people, we're going to air this probably at Friday morning. So everybody headed to M3. Dane, you got anything to say?
Yeah, I'll see you there. I'll see you at M3. I'll probably be pretty tanked up at some point, if not the entire weekend. So, he
won't remember you.
You probably won't remember me.
I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Or I won't remember you.
Des is just hoping it don't rain. As long as it don't rain,
I can't just sit in my seat the whole time. I'll be bored as hell. Even with all those bands, I like to talk to people and mingle. I won't even see Damien. Damien will be up front. I'll be in the back somewhere in my cheap seat.
Yeah, I think we got pretty good seats.
Yeah,
nice.
So I don't know. With any luck, maybe the sun comes out and it's one of those situations where they say it's going to rain and it just clears out. Right. It's not going to get much warmer, but at least we won't be damp.
Who's the weather guy that we used to have in Philly? He
Hurricane Schwartz.
No, not him. The other guy, his partner. They ran him out of town. John Belaris.
John Belaris.
Maybe it's a John Belaris deal where he predicts like 3 feet of snow and then you don't even get.
Man,
you don't even get.
And he goes to Miami and gets robbed.
Oh yeah, remember that?
Crazy, dude, crazy. So you guys are gonna be at M3. Hopefully, we'll hear a little. Hear a little feedback from the show next week. We're gonna have Mickey Rat from As We Become Ghosts is coming on. We're gonna talk tattoos and rock and roll, and that should be. I'm looking forward to that episode. So that should be fun. And that's it. Have fun at M3. Be safe. Hopefully it don't rain. And go say hi to Des and Damien. Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes. See you next week.
All right, man. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Des. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.